Welcome to this explainer. What if everything you thought you knew about a healthy gut is actually sabotaging your microbiome? I mean, you might have spent years following the latest diet trends, strictly managing your calories, trying all those popular wellness protocols, but your digestive issues still persist. Well, today, we are going on a journey of discovery. We're going to merge the cutting-edge wisdom of modern microbiome science, straight from researchers at Stanford, with the timeless physical insights of Ayurveda and yoga. By the end of this journey, you're going to see a hidden truth. You'll know exactly what might be holding you back, and you will learn how to sustainably empower your body to finally heal your gut. When we think we're doing the right thing for our health, we often turn to extreme diets, rigorous cleanses, or maybe we swap out sugar for artificial sweeteners. But recent discussions with leading experts like Dr. Peter Attia and Stanford's Dr. Justin Sonnenberg reveal a pretty startling possibility. These modern healthy habits might actually be destroying the very ecosystem we're trying to protect. Take non-nutritive sweeteners, for instance. They aren't getting a free pass in the lab anymore. In many models, they've been shown to have a seriously detrimental effect on beneficial microbes, completely stripping the protective layers of our gut and leading to dysbiosis. Section 1. Anatomy of an ecosystem. Let's take a look inside your gut. Okay, to really understand the science here, we first need to clarify our terms so we know exactly what ecosystem we're exploring today. You'll often hear these two words used interchangeably, but there's a really important distinction. The microbiota refers to the actual living microorganisms, the trillions of little bacteria themselves. The microbiome, on the other hand, is a much larger concept. It encompasses the microbiota, plus all of their genes, and the specific environment or habitat they live in. It's a completely dynamic, living community. And our internal terrain, it is not just a smooth pipe. Just past the protective mucus layer, the intestinal wall is actually filled with microscopic invaginations called crypts and niches. Dr. Sonnenberg describes these as little caves. And guys, this is premier real estate. Certain microbiota take residence deep inside these protective caves, establishing complex gradients of chemical and immune activity that totally dictate our overall health. Now, because this ecosystem is so deeply entrenched in these crypts, it develops what Dr. Sonnenberg calls biological gravity. What does that mean? Basically, the microbiome exists in a highly stable state and strongly resists change. Whether your gut is currently healthy or diseased, it possesses a massive gravitational pull right back toward its normal baseline. This is exactly why you can't just fix a damaged ecosystem overnight with a single salad or a weekend detox. It takes consistent structural change to establish a new, healthy, stable state. Section 2. The restriction trap. Let's look at when restriction fails. So on one side, we have the typical modern industrialized approach, right? The Western diet, which is full of processed foods, emulsifiers, and artificial sweeteners. Science actually shows us that this diet literally strips away the mucosal lining of the gut and severely decreases microbial diversity. But on the other side, a diet high in complex fibers and fermented foods actively feeds that ecosystem, reinforces the mucosal barrier, and dramatically lowers inflammation. Listen, when you remove natural fibers and substitute them with heavily processed diet foods, you aren't hacking your health. You are literally starving your beneficial microbes. But what about fasting and cleanses? Surely flushing the system resets things, right? Well, actually, researchers point out that during prolonged periods of fasting, in the absolute absence of food, the digestive tract can begin something called autoabsorption. It starts thinning or digesting its own mucosal lining. The very microbiota you want to keep healthy start dying off because, well, you've stopped feeding them. You aren't resetting the system. In many ways, you might just be starving it. And the damage compounds rapidly. To put this into perspective, there was this fascinating experiment done with mice where researchers switched a population to a low-fiber Western-like diet. They found a progressive deterioration of the microbiome that worsened over time. By the fourth generation, the gut microbiome was a mere fraction of its original healthy diversity. This multi-generational memory of the gut shows us that chronic restriction and deprivation have deep, lasting biological consequences that are incredibly hard to reverse. Section 3. Fueling with fiber and ferments. It is time for reseeding the terrain. In a landmark study from Stanford University, researchers compared these two diets. The initial hypothesis was that fiber would win outright, but the results were staggering. While the high-fiber diet showed a slow decrease in inflammatory markers, the high-fermented food diet resulted in a rapid, massive drop in systemic inflammation and an enormous boost in microbial diversity. It turns out, adding live microbes proved to be an incredibly potent healing mechanism. So to tap into this rapid healing yourself, you want to consistently ingest naturally fermented foods that contain live, active cultures. The absolute top performers are kefir, kimchi, low-sugar plain yogurt, natto, and sauerkraut. The researchers noted that joyfully working your way up to about 6 servings of these a day can literally remodel your immune system's set point, decreasing that simmering inflammation that drives chronic disease. However, you can't just add ferments and forget the rest of the equation. Complex plant fiber remains absolutely essential. Think of fiber as the primary fuel source for your newly diverse microbiota. When your gut bacteria ferment complex carbohydrates, they produce incredible chemical byproducts called short-chain fatty acids, things like butyrate. These specific fatty acids get absorbed right into our bloodstream, fueling the cells of our colon, enforcing the gut barrier, and beautifully regulating our metabolism. Section 4. The mind-body-gut connection. Taking a look at the holistic connection. You've probably heard of the gut-brain axis, right? Well, this is the direct, bidirectional communication line between your digestive tract and your brain. The bacteria and those little crypts and niches we saw earlier, they are essentially biological factories. They manufacture the very neurotransmitters that dictate how you feel. A healthy, diverse microbiome directly improves your energy, your clarity of thought, and, as some incredible studies suggest, even your sense of social connection and wisdom. When your gut is happy, your brain thrives. But here's where we bring in the wisdom of mindful physical practice. Think about how most of us sit during the day. We are hunched over a screen like a gargoyle, rounded and totally collapsed in the spine. When we sit collapsed, we literally smash our internal organs together. All those little niches and crypts in the digestive tract get physically compressed. You are mechanically suffocating your microbiome's environment. The good news, we can reverse this mechanical restriction using mindful digesting principles from yoga and Ayurveda. Step 1 is super simple. Sit tall in an easy cross-legged pose known as Sukhasana. Find lift from the pelvic floor to uncompress the organs. Step 2 is directional breathing. This means consciously sending your inhale deep down into your belly so that it physically expands, giving those organs much-needed space. And step 3 is utilizing targeted movements, like supine twists to physically stimulate the digestive tract. Consider the supine twist as an active healing technique. When you lie on your back and cross a knee over your body in a supine twist, you create intentional, alternating physical compression and release in your lower belly and obliques. You are literally wringing out the digestive tract. This acts as a gentle internal massage for your organs. You're increasing blood flow and physically coaxing your gut back into optimal function. Section 5. A unified healing approach. Feeding the ecosystem. So the foundational philosophy for healing is twofold. First, you absolutely must add biological diversity by purposefully feeding the ecosystem with fermented foods and complex plant fibers. Second, you must remove mechanical restriction by giving those organs physical space through tall posture, deep directional breathing, and mindful twisting movements. You feed the bugs and you give them a spacious, thriving home. So what does this all mean for you? Are you ready to stop fighting your gut and start feeding its ecosystem? It is time to step out of the restriction trap. Ditch the extreme fasting and artificial sweeteners that strip your biology and instead embrace a life of abundant fibers, nourishing ferments, and mindful physical space. Your microbiome is waiting to work for you. Will you finally give it the space and fuel it needs to heal you? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer.